Yesterday before I had left, we was talking about, you know, I forgot what I named the title. I think something with America. Oh man, I gotta go back and look at it. But it's an hour, almost 2 hours long. But it's really about soul entrapment and what they were doing, how we were going in the heavens, showing you who the people were, show you about the everything was Nakra. In Spanish, that means black. All right. And they was admitting to that, and they was admitting that they got to get back the lands. Although, it won't happen until the Most High comes, because he said, by my hand, I'm going to bring my people back. I'm going to raise you up. And then they're going to know you with Yahuwah. So, just don't be conformed to the world. So, I was talking about, Thundercats and He-Man and how the Ether Sword and so on is what it's really about. Putting your consciousness into a supercomputer. Y'all remember that? Remember my guy right here? He was talking about worshiping Bell, using Yahuwah name. Yeah, stuff like that. He was on the DMT, and I was like, oh, I gotta go. See, there you go, right there. Bell and Asherah. So, all right, we gotta figure out how did we get here? How did we get all these allegations? But do y'all remember this? Let me show you something. Where is it? I don't see it. Hold on, y'all. TikTok doing some funny business. Hold on. Let me refresh here. Let's refresh here. I don't see what I'm looking for. Like, Houston, we have a problem. Oh, man. What's up, YouTube? Hold on. Let me get my stuff together. All right. I'm about to say, bro, it was looking kind of shaky there for a second, I see one of the things. There you go. All right. So, before we go there, let's do this.
I think the firmament, pi, and Nikola Tesla's 369 theory are all connected. This video might blow your mind. So I started looking at pi, and you're basically just measuring a circle. I just stared at this image for a few minutes, and then the Bible verse popped into my head about looking over the circle of the earth. The more I looked at what pi actually is, I found out that you can't really create a dome or an arch in architecture without using pi. So then I started to think, are they measuring the firmament with pi? And then for some reason I kept thinking of Nikola Tesla's 369. So in Kings 7:23, it says, then he made the sea, I think this is the waters above, of cast metal. It was round 10 cubits from brim to brim and 5 cubits high, and a line of 30 cubits. I had to see if these worked. Stick with me, this is all gonna pull together and it's crazy. I had ChatGPT run the math on 3.33 repeating instead of the 3.14 number. For a circle with a radius of 10 units, when you replace pi with 3.33, it converts to 66.6. So the biblical value of pi as derived from 1 Kings 7:23 and 2 Chronicles 4:2 appears to be an approximation of 3, but some interpretations suggest it might imply a slightly more precise value, such as 3.3 repeating. So the verse doesn't account for the basin's thickness. If the measurement of 10 cubits refers to the outer diameter, circumference of 30 cubits refers to the inner circumference, the true ratio would increase slightly. And here it just breaks down the math. Keep in mind, this is the quantum computing model, and look at what they call the particles, qubits, just like in the Bible. And we can energy harvest with piezoelectric, pi. And the hemisphere would come out to 999. Keep in mind, this is what a hemisphere actually is. So then I asked it to create an image of a geo...
Oh, man. Must be some powerful stuff here, y'all. Took me out. I'm on Wi-Fi. How do you go out on Wi-Fi, man? This is crazy, yo. All right.
Producers, and it even put in a hexagon grid completely on its own. And it looks like it took an ancient astrology map and applied it to the bottom. It looks just like this, and this perfectly explains why Polaris is in the middle and the rest of the stars rotate, and how we get our astrology. Not to mention that this looks exactly like this, and this looks exactly like this. And this is an image that ChatGPT created when I asked it to make a 369-degree circle. How weird is it that it even has the circles on the outsides, just like this one does. So then I asked, how might 3, 6, and 9 be relevant in this model? And it says 3 as the central point from which all else radiates. 6 could represent intermediate points or radial lines dividing the Earth into sections similar to a hexagonal layout. 9 could symbolize the outer edge or boundary, often associated with the ice wall, making the completion of the structure, which made me think of the black hole sun model that states that all of creation comes from the North Star and the black hole sun, like meeting at the North Pole and then projecting all of reality outwards. Swastika. So in this model, I think the North Pole would be 3, the ice wall would be 9 because that's completion, and then where we live is 6, where creation and completion meet halfway in the middle. 3, 6, 9. So a lot of us know about the ley lines. Ley lines are basically just energy grid lines that people theorize connect us to free energy. Almost all important.
In the book of Job, when it's talking about Leviathan, these are the lattices. It's a word it used, and if you got a new Bible, it is actually say grid lines. But it's the ley lines. But that's the lattice. Nothing can go through.
Structures like the Statue of Liberty, the Leaning Tower of Pisa, the pyramids, they all fall on like vertices of the ley lines. I think that the energy coming out of the black hole sun is meeting at the vertices on the 369 geodesic dome. I sound nuts, but whatever. And I think that this is somehow creating the ley lines. Remember, Tesla's whole thing was free energy and harnessing electric. I truly do believe that this is the great mystery around 369 and that...
Pause. Now, here, you see dragons. But here, what I'm about to get to, remember I said these people here had a supercomputer, the quantum consciousness, uploading Neuralink, but they told us they were mummifying. You see that? That's a plasmic copy to Hootie. And sometimes you're going to see a copy of their own self. Same stuff we're doing today. That's where they got it from. The quantum. Levitation using beetle bugs. It ain't what we were told. How they translate it. See? The quantum. And it's the underworld or the netta. Where that black sun that she is talking about. Why is that important? Because wasn't it these guys that showed your scientists how to use this thing right here? Yeah. Sperm in the flower of life. Genetically modified with the super CERN computer, the Buster's machine. Same stuff Elon doing today. Come on, man. See? Atom, nut, shoe, breath, power. Yeshua. Flower of life, see? What I got life for? Oh, it was nothing what they told you, huh? It's right in your face, right there. Then that make you think about the scripture, why the Yahushalites could procreate faster, than the Chem. Because they was, I don't want to use the word cloning, but they were body hopping. You know what I'm saying? They was shape shifting. There go Nikola Tesla. What the hell they doing with the Nikola Tesla machine? And why does it got arms, like human arms? What are you saying here? Is that a cyborg? Are you telling me that's half human, half robot? Are you saying clay mixing with iron? Stop it. Today we just say artificial intelligence. Stop it. Ain't nothing new under the sun. You think you doing something new? All the new you got is the grace of God and whatever the kingdom tell you that ain't never been told on this earth. But this monkey, nah, brothers and sisters, we gotta be smarter than that now.
It's really just the firmament, and that the pi they give us is not true pi. So then I started talking to ChatGPT about it again. It says, some flat earth theories propose that the firmament has properties that refract or distort light. If the firmament were a geodesic dome centered on the North Pole, the highest point of the dome could potentially create unique effects on the light and visibility. At the North Pole, light might behave differently as it interacts with this apex, possibly creating phenomena like the aurora borealis or other atmospheric effects in this region. This This could be explained by theories that suggest the dome has refractive or reflective properties that affect how we perceive light and celestial objects. In this model, the geodesic dome might influence air currents and weather patterns, particularly if the dome is seen as a barrier containing Earth's atmosphere. With the North Pole as the dome's center, circular or spiraling weather patterns might radiate outward, contributing to the concept of the polar vortex or other weather phenomena that start from the poles and move outward. This also validates climate zones. And this scripture blew my mind when I realized this. So this is when he comes back for his bride. It says, "The voice of my beloved, behold, he comes leaping over the mountains, bounding over the hills. My beloved is like a gazelle or a young stag. There he stands behind our wall, gazing through the windows, looking through the lattice." Do you guys know what it's called when you weave pie crust together on top like this? A lattice. Pie. It's measuring the
Told you, I called it lattice. Lattice. I don't lie. Told you. I didn't even know she was going to say that.
firmament. This is a lattice. This is a lattice. They're both pie, except one's a pastry. I'm sorry, I don't know if that's coincidental. I don't think it is. I think God is like hilarious. The first person to accurately estimate pi was literally named Archimedes. Arc. They're telling us, I don't believe most of these people in history were real. And if they were, there was like fake stuff about them. And think of the word piety. It means religious or holy. Pi. They're saying that the person operates in a way of like being beyond the firmament. Like they're godly. They're complete. Fibonacci spiral. SPI. Spiral.
Spirit.
Pi is in there. Piano starts with pi. The piano has 88 keys. There were 88 books in the original Bible. There's 88 constellations divided into 7 octaves. 7 is God's number and cycles of 12 keys. In the book of Enoch, there's 12 stargates that the sun and moon come and go from. Pine cone. The occult worships the pine cone. The pine cone has 369 in it. Pilots. They are flying across the skies next to the firmament. Epiphany. There's PI in there.
Pyramid.
That's the revelation of Christ.
Pyro.
Pineal gland, which is shaped like a pine cone. It has 369 built into it. Pioneer. Pioneer. Creating something. You're pioneering it. Let me know what you guys think, or if you have anything to add to this. I would love to hear it because
Pie, but we say pyramid, but it's fire. Right? All right. Let's get it.
when God said, "Let there be light," this was scientific, and I'm about to blow your mind. Did you know sound frequencies can be turned to light frequencies? And the way to do this is basically to recreate the firmament. A research team at UCLA created a star in a jar by trapping gas bubbles in water and speaking to them. This clip is going to blow your mind, but stick around because I have some stuff to add that's going to...
Stop. Gas in a liquid bubble. I think that's what she said. Gas is spirit, soul is liquid, and soul ID you call solid. Well, you know, that's matter. But look at the gelatin in the back. Look at the blue on the top. Look at the dark.
blow your mind if you love God and the Bible.
A star in a jar. A tiny spot of bright light contained in a flask of liquid. This star in a jar is made when a sound wave is passed through a small bubble inside a flask of liquid. And this sound wave makes the bubble do something remarkable. First it expands, then it collapses. And this collapse happens so violently that vapor molecules trapped inside the bubble slam together and heat up so much that the bubble gives off an incredible burst of heat and light, several thousand times a second, giving the appearance of a star.
Perhaps inside the collapsing bubble, the interior of the bubble might also get hot enough to cause fusion.
Upon further research, the only way that they can create those gas bubbles to send the sound through to create the stars is by creating a vacuum environment, adding water, and violently ripping the water apart. So on day 2 of creation, God took all of this water, separated it all at once, which definitely qualifies as violently ripping it apart in a vacuum space, placed the firmament, and God said, "Let there be lights in the firmament of the heaven to divide the day from the night." So I asked ChatGPT about the frequencies required to create a sonoluminescence effect, which is the star in a jar. And then I asked it to take the frequency of the sound and place it on the color spectrum with its coordinating color. And the color that creates sonoluminescence would be green. And if you've been around my page,
Emerald stone in Revelations chapter 4 and 5, Tahuti tablets, the Ben Bay green stone, the green tree of life, the cosmic Iris Borealis green that gives everybody their thoughts. Which the words say, I put all my word in everybody's heart. Not one John Brown atom. I am talking metaphysics. Don't listen to me. All things, listen to me. Who said that? And we are just now catching a small fractal atom written in our part. You only prophesy in part because you only know your part. I can't tell you your part. You know your part with the Most High. Whether you wicked or you righteous, it don't matter. That's you. That's your soul. You pick up and run it the way you're supposed to. I'm not responsible if you fail. You are.
I've had this theory that Polaris is God's throne room, and Polaris emanates a green light. So our gas bubbles would be right about here in the firmament. My theory is that we know that Polaris sits right above the top of the dome.
Braca, stop. This we have Michael. Blue is Michael, the double-edged sword, which speaks from your throat chakra right here. It's called a throat chakra. And the only way your sound can come out is through here, right here. Larynx, whatever that is, all right? And then the pineal is important, it's powerful, but it takes the most credit, the laziest muscle out here, all right? But your hands, your knees, and everything else, your feet always working, all right? So you need them too. But like I said, the eye is the laziest muscle and spirit in the body, but it take the most credit because it see everything, you know what I'm saying? Even the ears, it hear everything. You don't act like the eyes. You know what I'm saying? So, as you look at this screen right here, you got Michael and Raphael. Raphael is green. It means R. It means first alpha. I am alpha and omega. That's why the green light is first. That's why Aurora Borealis. See, let there be light. See, which way is that? Where does that go? You know what I mean? So, you got Sirius A in many cultures, all right, mean many different things. But like I said, when you look up, you reflect and resonate, you reap what you sow. My life ain't your life. So, all right, that's the best way, the words say everybody got a cup.
I think that God literally said, "Let there be light," and that green frequency was sent into our sonoluminescent bubbles and created the stars. The green light frequency would create blue and purple wavelengths of plasma. And remember...
Stop. So where the issue was sitting at the cloud? Polaris. Upon this rock, I'll build my church. What else is there? Oh, red, blue, and yellow. Right? The sun is yellow. That's Japhael. Your spirit, fruit, mean joy. Blue, Mikael, mean authority. That's the sky. Nibiru, daytime. It's always that color too. Clouds is what you see where it be gray and make it dark and all. That's all clouds. All right, that's not got nothing. The sky still blue above it. You know it when you fly in an airplane. You above the thunderstorm. Come on, man. So, what else is there? If I take the sky and mix it with the yellow, like the sun wave spiral and mix, you get that color green. That's why I'm telling you this. It's called primary. Uri is red. That's Orion. Blue is the sky. Yellow is the solar sun. And mixing that, blue and yellow, you get green. Red and yellow, you get orange. That's Gabriel. It's righteous messenger of Most High. Second chakra to your navel. Uri is the red at the bottom of the spinal cord. Yeah? Yeah. It's a lot we got to get down that they ain't taught us. You know, Pharisees and the scribes are taught to pimp you. All right? I'm sorry. I don't know them like that. Pastors, imams. Yeah, any religious leader right now that really showing you for 30 years they've been tricking you because they not living the life. You can't. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know I'm raw and I cuss and stuff like that. But I'm not doing no boo-boo for the spirit to come get me, all right? And I've been out here almost about the same length, 20 years. Y'all ain't never even heard John Boogaboo stuff on me. You ain't heard a jigaboo shit about me. And if it was, we clarified that ASAP. Like, okay, I tell you, this is why the nigga was sneaking, talking to you privately. They already tell you the nigga was scared of the spirit inside of me. Let's make this public. When I go something, I do it public. I ain't got nothing to worry about. When nigga don't want to go public, it's a scary nigga. All right? So again, I will say, all right, I ain't in none of that phony jabroni. I ain't in a little bit of this stuff. We've been going against the government, the law, for nothing. Many people thought I was probably a thug or probably out here because, you know, I'll snap on you. You know what I'm saying? The Lord's still with me. All right? And so, since I don't get in trouble and nothing happens and things go my way, then obviously I can't be a lie. I'm really showing you that I be led by the Spirit. And when they say you won't see shame, brothers and sisters, this nigga here been through it. YouTube, Facebook, my daughter right there, police, going at it for craziness, just making up lies, trying to do some money case. It's not happening, Captain. We did a song. We let it know. Before I even got to the doggone Lakeland police joint, 2,000 people had already called. They knew who I was. Say, you BC the Evil. I didn't pull out no ID or nothing. I was like, that nigga camera? Your camera's identifying niggas at the door or something? It's like, no, you... Yeah, like, wait a minute, I realized you called me BC the Hebrew. What the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Like, you didn't call me by my name. I was all messed up. I'm coming to shock them. They shocked me through y'all. All right, so, you know, your boy here, you know, been through some stuff. We helped some people get out of prison that was innocent. All right, but it was the Most High. You know, just my big mouth. I used what I got. You know what I mean? So, it's the best way that I can tell you, all right? So, you know, back on topic, why the church ain't teaching you this, because you listening to a philosophical nigga. God told you in the Bible, stay away from philosophical, theological ideas. Many a times. It's not just one time said in a damn near the whole book, all right? That's what a hypocrite is. That's what a blasphemer is, all right? Then it told us that those that look up gonna see me coming. Now, already that ain't religion, because the only one looking up is NASA and the Vatican, and niggas that's like into space and stuff like that, all right? So you ain't gonna see God, all right? So you just gonna sit down, because you trying to separate the two. That ain't what the word said, Craig. He told Abraham, look up and count them your descendants. Now, I know he didn't have no telescope, and I know what I can see with my eyes. I ain't got the best vision, but I ain't blind. That's all I'm saying.
Those bubbles can only be created by aggressively ripping apart water in a vacuum space. God continuously amazes me. I'm just so blown away. These are my own theories and opinions. This is for entertainment only.
No, it's not. You teaching, girl. I'm saying, I quit saying that. Damn it, you gonna take the video away or not? Either way, I win. When you take it and it shows you I'm telling the truth. Shit. I quit caring about it. So I used to be, this is for entertainment. No, damn it, no. Because the wrong one that need to hear it might hear me say that, and it's like I just told a joke or a lie. No, nigga, I'm serious. All right, damn the AI and how they feel about anything, because they don't feel or care about how we feel. So why should I care how they feel? Took my Facebook. All right, I'm saying, y'all can still see the stuff. I can't do nothing, man. All right, sitting up there working on it. Yo, you keep working. I'm done with it. So I'm saying, on to next. So that's what I'm telling y'all. And, you know, people telling me, I ain't seen you. You know what happened when you don't see me. That ain't on my side. I'm always going though. I always give my pages. I'm always gonna do something. And if I'm missing 2 or 3 days, I'm going through. But I didn't get on and tell you, help me, woo-da-woo. So if you don't hear me crying, then don't worry about it. You know, right? Just do you in the Holy Spirit. I appreciate you. Like, wait a minute, where this nigga at? All right? But we got to be looking for the spirit like that. You know what I'm saying? I've just got to be truthful, you know. Put me on a pedestal, all right? I get in trouble for that real quick. All right? So let's go ahead and clarify that. Let's show you why we showing you these entrapments.
In 1989, when this little fella here, this very heavy, hard little fella, when he passed between Sirius A and our sun, with its Earth going around here, for 2 weeks prior to that very moment, in 1989, our Earth sped up in its, I think it slowed down first.
Pause. Yeah, I ain't with no Helios shit. All right, it's flat, period. You just see. All right, so disregarding the Earth spin, the cloud chariot spins, all right? The Milky Way spin. The above you spin. You don't spin, all right? So, but he did say something important. Because Enki, or Anchi, or Anlil, or the Ananuki, heaven, noon, power, spirits. Ananuki, all right? Anybody else ever fool you? All right? None is in our Hebrew, and nigga, it's a fish, all right? So don't play. All right, don't play with it. You noon dagging. They said they had to go around the sun. Now, when you first hear that, you'll be like, oh, you know, our little day star. No. Sirius A. Even NASA do it. They'll show you the Milky Way and say, our sun is here. You know damn well that our 12-hour sun is in the vault of the clouds. Planes flew, showed you both moon and the sun. I don't want to hear the monkey crap, all right? And other lights, because one time a nigga told me it was the moon. It wasn't the moon, because the moon, you know, it has plasmic substance. It has a certain mark on it, all right? It ain't just no light ball, all right? I saw 2 light balls. I ain't see no damn moon. But anyway, it was a propeller pilot. Matter of fact, Bro Sanchez just showed that joint not too long ago, about a week ago, about it, all right? So y'all know the video, all right? So on TikTok, everywhere, airplane, propeller. I like, damn, this ain't even a jet. Propeller fly a little bit higher than a helicopter, all right? But we're a jet engine, we go way up there, all right? Not the black part, though, but my part is the sun never reached that at high noon. That's the highest point. That's why it's called horizon, all right? It's a wave of a vault over us. All right, so that's why it's called Stargate. You know what I'm saying? All right, that's why you descended. All right, so we're all on board. All right, so I know that they said that Anunnaki had to come around Sirius A, the sun. What that nigga just say to us? Keep that in mind. Flip mode on them. We're going about to prove the word right. I don't know about no Bible. I ain't no babble. All right, that's how you supposed to say it. I'm not no damn babble. I don't babble. I used to, but then God did something to my life, and now I breathe power deliverance that I know ain't myself. All right, that's the best way I can explain it.
A couple of seconds in its revolution, and then once this went away, it sped up again. When you understand how important this is, you see, the Egyptians taught us that this was
Kemet.
This is the most important star in the sky. Osiris.
He ain't old enough to know. Why? It's basic Bible. Basic Bible. When I destroy you, but it says Egypt. Watch this now. When I destroy the Egyptians, we will never speak their name again. Mighty funny niggas in 3025. YouTube, if you're not used to that. 2025, another time. Niggas are still crying Egypt, ain't they? Ain't nobody saying Kemet. Kame! And if they do, they don't know to put the two together. Egypt is the name that the Orca gave. And the Greek, that's the newest nigga on the planet. He's the last of the Mohegans. And that's why his stuff started at Gene Isis Babel. Let's get it.
Isis, and that's where Sirius comes from, you see. Sophis.
We'll finish this another time.
This
I
dog.
gotta go. But we will show you how they was trapping the souls in Sheol. And they try to do it again with the computer thing. We'll do that when I get back. Braka!